Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Children's Chapel. Today, I'm in my car. Look at that. And Tyler's Panda is back there. You know, during this time, we all have to be very flexible. And today, for Miss Sarah, flexibility looks like doing YouTube from the car at a doctor's appointment. We all have to be flexible. All right. So last week, we talked about David and Goliath. We've been talking about Moses. We've been staying in the Old Testament. And I'm going to kind of go a little off today. Today, I want us to remember how much we are loved. Now, what's this book? What this book is? It's the B-I-B-L-E. And everything in this book is absolutely true. Everything in the Bible is absolutely true. You know what's cool about the Bible is that it's God's love letter to us. Some people see the Bible and they say, Sarah, the Bible is just a bunch of rules to make all the fun go away. It says I can't do this and I can't do this and I can't do this. And the Bible is no fun at all. Or Miss Sarah, the Bible is just full of big stories that I don't understand. Or Miss Sarah, the Bible is just full of things that are all made up and it's all a bunch of lies. Or Miss Sarah, God just seems really mean. He just says, no, 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 no. And he doesn't love us at all. But can I tell you a secret? This is a love letter to you. From the very beginning of time, when God first made the world, he knew you were coming. In fact, in the Old Testament, he keeps wanting to get the Israelites. Remember the children of Israel, God's chosen people? He chose them. He set them apart. He wanted them to know him. He talked to them in a bush, and he talked to them in moving the sea. He talked to them in all the miracles that he showed the Israelites. He talks to them in the stars. He talks to the Israelites over and over and says, please just listen to me. Do what I ask you to do. And the Israelites listen for a little bit, and they say no. They listen for a little bit, and then they say no. But God continues to say, I love you. 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 And when we just couldn't get it, in the New Testament, who does he send? God sends his son. His son. He didn't have to do that. He sent Jesus knowing what was going to happen to him. He didn't send Jesus and say, I hope this works out. He sent Jesus knowing, you know what's going to happen? Most people aren't going to like him. Most people are going to be really mad. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to die on a cross because I love all of my people so much. I want them to be in heaven with me. And this is the only way for it to happen. How much does Jesus love you? It says throughout the whole thing, God knew you. He knows the number on your head. He knew you before you were born. He set you for such a time as this. He knew. And right now in 2020, Miss Sarah needed to live in Dallas. She needed to be almost 40 years old. She needed to be married to Brian. She needed to have these kids. She needed to have a sister and a brother. She knew, God knew exactly where I needed to be, who I needed to be with, what gifts I needed to have. He knows the same for you. Is that cool or what? I think that's amazing. I think that's so amazing. And you know what God tells us? That if we know that, if we really know that in our hearts, he wants us to share that. He wants us to tell other people how loved they are. He wants us to tell other people that God loves them. So this is what we're going to do at Children's Chapel today. Are you ready? I want you to think about two people. I want you to think about the people that one person that you love the most, that doesn't live at your house. Who is someone that you love the most that doesn't live at your house? Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's grandma and grandpa. Maybe it's a teacher. Maybe it's your cousin. Maybe it's mom or dad that don't live with you. I want you to think about who you love the most. And I want you to write them a letter, or draw them a picture, or write them an email, or send them a video chat. And I want you to tell them, you know what? I just wanted to tell you that God loves you. And see what happens. See if a big smile goes on their face. Because a big smile comes on my face when someone reminds me that God loves me. And then this one's hard. I want you to think of someone that you haven't talked to in a while. Is there somebody that you really miss? Is there somebody maybe you had a fight with at soccer? Is there somebody in your life that's kind of you're frustrated with sometimes, but you still really love him? Maybe that's a cousin, or a brother, or a sister. Little brothers can do that. I want you to tell them God loves you. See if that changes anything. And then, last assignment number 3 that I just made up right now. I want you to go to your mirror in your bathroom and write a note. Maybe it's on a Post-it note. Maybe with mom and dad's permission, you get a window marker and you write on it and write, God loves you. So every time you look in your mirror, you remember you are loved. This love letter tells me that. God tells me in prayer. I learned it at church. I learned it from the wise people in my life that continue to remind me. And now I'm reminding you, God loves you. So do I. See you next week.